What's up, everyone? Thank you for joining me once again on another episode on this channel. In today's episode, we're going to have to talk about The Rise of Skywalker once again. The trailer dropped yesterday, and to be honest with you guys, it just didn't deliver. It did not deliver the goods whatsoever. This was one of the weakest trailers in the franchise's history. And I watched some other videos of some other creators on YouTube, and a lot of people pretty much were saying, yeah, it wasn't nothing special. Lucasfilm, to me, needed to deliver the goods on this. They needed to knock it out the park to really kind of get people excited about this movie coming off The Last Jedi. They have to know that The Last Jedi did a lot of damage. And I guess one good thing is it doesn't feel like a sequel to The Last Jedi at all. It doesn't. But that just shows you how inconsistent this sequel trilogy is. There's no continuity whatsoever. Now, the trailer looks very beautifully shot. Visually, it's going to look amazing. The only thing that I was kind of like, okay, I can dig this, is pretty much Palpatine and John Williams music. You know, stuff from the OT. That was it. I couldn't stand the voiceovers at the beginning of it, you know, with Poe Dameron talking over, I think, Finn a little bit too. I didn't care about what they had to say. Another thing, a bit flaw that they didn't do in this trailer. People have been very excited to see the Knights of Ren. Those guys look really, really cool. Not one shot of them in this entire trailer. I think that's a big mistake by J.J. Abrams and Lucasfilm and Disney. The Knights of Ren should have been shown in this movie. They just should have. Now, one thing that really caught my eye about the trailer was C3PO. They're going to wipe his mind clean. And I really don't like that. I don't like that whatsoever. Now, you may say, well, they did it in episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, because there was a legitimate reason to wipe his mind clean, because, you know, C3PO has a big mouth and he can't go around and saying that that Princess Leia is Anakin Skywalker's daughter. He just can't say that, so they wiped his mind clean. But according to the leaks here, they're going to wipe his mind clean just to decode some text because he can't translate it. So is it really necessary to change C3PO once again, wipe his mind clean? I don't think that's a good reason for him to have his mind wiped. I just don't agree with that. And when C3PO says he's taking one look at his friends, what friends? The only friend that he had was Luke, really, and R2-D2. He didn't have any kind of relationship that we saw with Poe Dameron, Rey, Finn. None of them. He never had like one conversation with them. So the only time Poe Dameron told him something, he basically told him to shut up. So I don't get this friendship thing. I don't know what J.J. Abrams is thinking with this, you know, because J.J., Chris Terrio, they did the script. They're not friends with 3PO. They're just not. So I disagree with that. Visually, this movie's going to look amazing. The visual shots were really, really good. The space stuff looks really good. But we needed more than this. We really needed more than this. For people that didn't like The Last Jedi, for people that didn't like The Force Awakens with myself, we needed more. And I wasn't expecting this movie to be good whatsoever. I just wasn't. I think this sequel trilogy has done so much damage to the fandom. There's no ideas whatsoever. And that jungle planet, you know what that is? That is Endor. That is Endor, you know, because we got to go back to Endor. There's nothing new about this. You know, there's another desert world called Pasana. Same old thing, nothing new. Rey, same old Mary Sue. She's fighting Kylo Ren. And one major leak that we heard about concerning Rey's lineage, I think is addressed in this trailer. You just don't know it unless you actually read the leaks. When she says, I don't think anybody knows me, and Kylo Ren says, but I do, it's because in the leak, it says that Kylo Ren has already talked to Palpatine, and Palpatine says that's his granddaughter. All these leaks that's been going around, it seems like they're really going to happen in this movie. And these leaks have been horrible. I mean, absolutely terrible. So I guess this shouldn't be a surprise because J.J. Abrams is responsible for the last season of Lost. And people really complained about how horrible Lost was. So guys, if you're thinking that Lost or Game of Thrones season 8 was horribly ended, hold your beer, because this may be just on that level, if not worse. All these rumors that are going around are unbelievably bad. But J.J. Abrams, he's running the show. A lot of people gave him a pass for The Force Awakens. I did not. And we'll have to see what happens with episode 9. Do I think it's going to be all bad moments throughout the movie? No, I think there'll be some decent moments. But for the most part, I think it's over. This sequel trilogy is done. It's done. Star Wars is going to have a life on Disney Plus because of things like The Mandalorian, Obi-Wan Kenobi, that kind of thing. But I'll praise them for one thing. If you don't know the leaks, looking at this teaser, there really isn't, they're not giving you anything unless you know the leaks. Like I do, some other people in the fandom do, Phantom Menace, we know things. But they just didn't deliver the goods for me. I don't know what else to say. This was a poor effort in this trailer. And it probably had to do with a lot of the reshoots because we already heard that they were reshooting up to 75% of the movie, probably over the last, 3-4 months. I think they know that this movie's in danger. I think they do. And this trailer just tells you that this is in danger. There is almost nothing good in this trailer. Ian McDiarmid is the only bright spot because Ian McDiarmid is great as Palpatine. Now, I thought we were going to see Palpatine's face, but I'm happy that we didn't get to see him because I think he's going to look different. I think he's going to look very old. And the leaks were that he's like on the verge of death. And you saw him connected to that medical table or whatever that he's floating around in or something like that. Yeah, that falls in with the leaks. So I think he's about to drop the news that he's Rey's grandfather. That's part of the leaks. And everything seems to be lining up. The things with C3PO, that was lining up in the leaks as well. It's not good, guys. This movie is not going to be good. I'm very concerned about this movie going out like this. I think it'll be better than Last Jedi, but that's not saying much. Last Jedi was all-time bad. All-time bad. So what do you guys think? Can this movie deliver the goods? Because I'm just not feeling it based off of the trailers. I mean, the first teaser that came out was like, okay, it's a teaser. Nothing much. Nothing excited me until I heard Palpatine's laugh. The D23 stuff, that wasn't good. It was nothing but OT, prequel stuff. And then when you get to the new movies, it's like, I don't like this. And now you get this. So Rise of Skywalker is 0 for 3 on trailers for this movie. 0 for 3. So if Star Wars trailers can be bad, just imagine how bad the movie could be. Just imagine how bad this movie could be. J.J. Abrams, you failed in this trailer. Disney, Lucasfilm, you guys failed in this trailer. The only good thing was John Williams' music. John Williams is like 86, 87 years old. The man still has the goods. This score, I think, is going to be fantastic because John Williams, he's done with Star Wars after Rise of Skywalker. He's not going to be back for any more movies. So hopefully he's going to deliver the goods on the music, which I know he will because he is great in everything he does. Ian McDiarmid is going to deliver the goods in this movie too. He's my favorite character, Palpatine. But that's it. Everything else, I don't care about Rey. I don't care about Finn. I don't care about Poe. We saw Rose Tico for a glimpse. That may be the only scene in the movie she's in. As far as Luke goes, we heard him and Leia at the end of the movie, of the trailer, I should say. That kind of fits in with another leak. And the leak is they're going to show up as Force Ghosts at the end. So when you hear them say the Force will be with you, and then Leia says always, yeah, I think that's kind of leading into that. But I've been rambling here for a while, guys. Anakin, he better be in this movie. He better be in this movie. I mean, I can just keep going and on and on and on, probably for the next 30 minutes just talking about this, but I'm not going to bore you anymore with this because the trailer was already boring enough. This was bad. This was really, really bad. I couldn't elaborate on it in my trailer reaction because it's just a reaction. Now I'm just giving you my complete thoughts on this trailer. Disney, Lucasfilm, you failed. You failed. Now I said this movie is going to make $900 million. I'm sticking with 900 million. Not a penny more. That's what it's going to get. It just wasn't exciting. It just wasn't exciting at all. So this movie is done. It's done. They know this movie's in trouble. I put out a video months ago saying that J.J. Abrams knows this movie is in trouble. Months ago. And I listened to it today because somebody commented on it and I was like, I haven't listened to this video in a while. Yeah. He knows Episode 9 is in real trouble. Disney knows Episode 9 is in real trouble. Lucasfilm knows Episode 9 is in real trouble. There's nothing that's going to make this movie successful, I think. Not based off of this, not based off of what we know. So guys, let me know what you think about all this in the comments. If you're new here to the channel, please hit subscribe to catch future videos from me, and we will catch you on the next video. John Matrixx, out.